Hey guys, Zach here, and welcome back to another action figure review, and today we'll be taking a look at this Godzilla Origins keychain. I don't really know a lot about this specific keychain, but we'll talk about that at the end of the video, but yeah, this version of Angiurus comes from a lot of different movies. This version mainly showed up in the Heisei era. He appeared in movies such as Godzilla Raids Again, Godzilla Destroy All Monsters, or whatever it's called, Godzilla vs. Gigan, Godzilla's Revenge. He appeared in Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, and I'm trying to see if he appeared in anything else after that, but yeah, no, he appeared in those movies with this design, but in 2004 he did appear in Godzilla Final Wars, and really quick, I just want to say, Angiurus is one of my favorite monsters in the Godzilla series. Of course, Godzilla's my #1 favorite, but the ones that aren't Godzilla, Angiurus I think is really cool, and is definitely a monster I think should return, so yeah. Anyway, with all that out of the way, let's get into this. So, first we'll take a look at the painting on this figure, and the painting on this figure looks very nice. Most of the body is this grayish color. And as we can see here, the eyes are painted white with black pupils, as well as the horn right here and the teeth. And he does have a red tongue in there as well. His fingernails, or toenails, sorry, they're painted white as well. And his spikes are painted a metallic silver, so yeah. As well as the back of his head right there. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the painting on this figure. Not a lot, but the painting here still looks very nice. So the painting on this figure gets a pass. Now I'll take a look at the articulation. There is none, so we're just going to get right into the sculpt. And the sculpting, again, looks very nice. Even though I said at the beginning of this video I don't know a lot about this figure, but I do know that the figure itself without the keychain is from the Bandai SD line. And from what I can tell, that's pretty much just like a little chibi line of Godzilla monsters. There are plenty of them in the line. In fact, there are actually quite a few of them, but yeah. And I think this figure looks really nice. It looks a lot like Angiurus, like how he did in the Showa era, which looks really nice. And for someone who really likes Angiurus, this is definitely a great figure. So yeah, sculpting here looks very nice and very accurate to a lot of the Showa movies. So the sculpting on this figure gets a pass. Now take a look at the detailing, and the detailing, again, looks nice. On the head, if my camera can focus, there we go, is detailed very nicely. We do have some minor scales and minor bumps, which looks nice. We do have kind of a seam right here that's very noticeable, but the rest of the detailing on the body looks very nice. All the scaling and all the little bumps look nice. We have the spikes here are detailed very nicely, and if we go to the tail here, we have some more nice detailing. So yeah. And that's pretty much it for the detailing on this figure. And honestly, there's not a lot, but the detailing here, it still looks nice for what it is. So the detailing here, I'd say gets a pass. So at the end of the day, should you get this? I'd say get the figure itself. If you do somehow find the keychain version of this, then I'd say skip out on it. But if you just get the figure alone, then it's a very nice little figure to have. It's nothing crazy or anything like that, but it's a nice little figure to have on your desk. I got this as well as Godzilla 2000, which is the one I'm going to review next time. I've had those since I was like 10 or 11. I got them for Christmas one year, and I never really hooked them to anything. I just thought that these were really cool little figures, and yeah, I liked Angiurus the most because I did not have a lot of Angiurus figures at all. In fact, I still don't. I only have two. I have this one, and I have the Bandai Creations Final Wars Angiurus, so yeah. Again, Angiurus, in my opinion, needs a little bit of love. He needs to appear in more movies, at least in newer movies. It'd be really cool if he was in the Monsterverse, but again, that's just a different point. But yeah, no, I know that the figure itself is from the Bandai SD line, but I don't know about the keychain. I try asking around, and no one really seems to know. People have had this one before, but they don't really know exactly where it came from. So yeah. At first I thought it was a bootleg, but that seems a little impossible because the quality of this thing is actually really nice. The rubbery plastic they use for this is a really nice quality. That and Toho and, all the legal information is not only underneath the figure, but underneath the packaging it came in, right here. So, yeah. And looking at this, I'm just going to hold it sideways just for, yeah. I thought it was a bootleg because it just said Godzilla Origins. Sorry about that, but yeah, and we just had a picture of the Godzilla vs. Biollante movie poster right here. And I thought it was a bootleg because on the back there's nothing. It's just warning, the scan code, made in China. But at the bottom here, it just has more legal information. So, yeah, Toho had something to do with this. Well, these little keychains, but I don't know the company that made them. So, I'd say if you can get the Angiurus on its own, I'd say definitely go for it. But if you can get the keychain, probably don't. I'd say it's a little nicer to have just, you know, Godzilla, or not Godzilla, like just to have like Angiurus as like the little figure, but you know, this is still a very nice figure. Nothing crazy or anything like that, but it's a nice little figure to have, so yeah. I don't know how much this specific keychain costs, but I do believe that the Bandai SD figures are not that expensive at all. Probably like, alright, maybe for what they are, maybe they're a little pricey. I think they're like 14 bucks, but either way, these are still very nice figures, so yeah. Anyway, if you want to know how big this guy is, here he is next to Dr. Billy Grant. And that is it for today. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. Peace, Zek out.